Hi everyone, this is Shalu Kumar again from OSCE Nurse Training Cambridge. I'm an experienced OSCE Nurse trainer for the NMC OSCE exam in UK and also the lead trainer for OSCE Nurse Training Cambridge. So I'm back with another adult NMC OSCE video for you. So if you like my channel, please press the like button now and subscribe to my channel. And I hope these videos keep helping you to pass your exam. Hopefully first time. So we're going to cover another NMC OSCE topic today, and we're going to go back to looking into one of the professional value stations. You've been asking me to do this topic for a long time, so I'm going to cover that one today. I have covered lots of other topics on your professional value station for your NMC OSCE exam. So if you haven't watched those, there is a playlist on my channel. You can watch them all, okay? Today's video. So in today's topic, we're going to talk about the professional value topic of confidentiality. Okay, so why is it important that we maintain our patient confidentiality and privacy at all times? So we will look into that. So professional value station, just as a recap, is your 10-minute station. It's a written station. You will be given a scenario, and then based on the scenario, you need to write down your answers. What would you do in that situation? Be given in the scenario. So what would you be your actions if you came across that situation as set in the scenario, and write your answers in bullet points. Okay, so in today's topic, we're going to look at a worked out scenario for this topic of confidentiality. I will show you a scenario, and then we will look at what are the things we will discuss here. Okay, so that it helps you to understand the topic a bit better. So what points comes to our mind, we will discuss those. And then in the end, we're going to go ahead and write our answers in full bullet points as you would do in your exams. That's what we're going to do today. So let's look at our scenario. So for this, so again, this is for teaching purpose. It does not belong to a real patient. I've just only made it purely for just this video. It's not real patient details here. So you are a registered nurse looking after a gentleman called Andrew Thomas, who has just been given the diagnosis of motor neuron disease on the neurology ward. So you have a patient on the neurology ward, and he's just been given the diagnosis of motor neuron disease from the medical team. Andrew does not want his wife Jamila to know about the diagnosis. Andrew has asked you that you do not inform Jamila when she visits him in the hospital later on. You are aware that motor neuron disease, which is MND, is a progressive neurologic condition, and Andrew will require emotional and physical support from the wife, coming to the terms with the change to the quality of life, because it can be quite severe disease in some patients, and also it does have long-term impact on emotional and physical status, because it does change a lot. So that's what it is. Now Jamila is on the ward now, and she's asking you about Andrew's diagnosis. So the wife is asking you, she's on the ward now, Andrew is not telling, but he asked you not to tell Jamila, but Jamila is on the ward. She's worried about her husband, and she's asking you because you're looking after her husband. So if you come across that situation, what should you do? Right. Okay, so again, so at the bottom then they ask you to, using the knowledge of the NMC code, professional values, please write your answers in bullet points. Okay, what are the ethical aspects and professional, ethical and legal implications of this situation? So you need to write your answers in bullet points. So that's what you have to do. That they give you, as you see on the next screen, a blank sheet to write your answers, add your candidate name and write your answers. So we're going to move on to the next screen. So let's look at, when we talk about patient privacy and confidentiality, which this scenario is about, what kind of things you think of, and how we can look at this situation, what would be our next action, and what points to consider. So points to consider, then we will elaborate on these points and write our answers. So these are not your full answer, this is something I want you to understand this topic. So points to understand is what comes into your mind. First thing is, that this is your professional responsibility. That's the first thing to remember is, yes, his wife is upset and she wants to know the diagnosis and all that, but it is your professional responsibility to maintain patient privacy and confidentiality in all aspects of patient care, okay? And that applies to information sharing as well, okay? So it's important that if your patient has asked you, that's his wish not to disclose the diagnosis, then you need to reassure your patient that you will not do it, because that is your professional code tells you not to break patient confidentiality and privacy. So that's, you have to respect his decision. So that's the first point. So at no cost you can tell the wife this. So this is the first thing to remember. Second thing to remember is why we need to follow this, respecting the privacy and confidentiality, because we're following the duty of candor, which tells us to be work with honesty and integrity at all time as nursing professionals. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you probably do want to explore his reasons, because there might be good reason why he does not want to share this with his family and his wife. You need to explore the reasons, because once you explore the reason, he may come to conclusion himself that he wants to disclose it, but you need to probably explore and discuss the reasons why he does not want to disclose this. So you could do that. Next thing, you should offer support and time to facilitate a meeting between husband and wife, both Andrew and his wife Jamila, because that might resolve the issue itself, okay? So they might talk about it and he might decide to tell her that herself, but you can't do it. You can facilitate the meeting, but you cannot tell anything to the wife, okay? So that is the other thing to think about. Another thing is document his wishes in his notes. That's important, because he has clearly asked you not to disclose this, so you document his preference about information sharing in his notes. And the next thing, you always know, you do need to acknowledge wife's concern with care and compassion, because she is upset, and you will be gentle with her, but you still need to clearly tell her that you cannot disclose anything, because that is your professional duty, to respect your patient privacy and dignity at all time. And last one is, always keep the code in mind, because that's what gives us the guidance, okay? The professional code. So those are the main points. So let's now elaborate on them and let's write them as full answers, okay? So which are on the next screens. I've written it for you. So how do we write that? So you add your name and then you write your answer. First one will be, I will provide reassurance to Andrew and tell him that it is my professional responsibility to respect the right to privacy and confidentiality in all aspects of care, okay? And so I will always act with honesty and integrity. In brackets I put duty of candor, because that's what you are referring to, okay? So that's what, so you reassure your patient that if he shared something with you and he doesn't want anybody to know, that you will not break their confidentiality. So he needs reassurance, and tell him that you're always going to act with honesty and integrity. So that's the first point. Second point is, I will explore Andrew's reasons for withholding diagnosis and prognosis from his wife, okay? Why does he want to do that? Number 3, I will offer support and time to facilitate discussion between Andrew and his wife. So that's what you will do. But respecting the decision linked to the duty of, but you will still respect his decision. So you can facilitate a meeting, but you can't tell the wife yourself. So but respecting his decision linked to duty of candor and confidentiality, okay? So you can facilitate a meeting, but you can't do any more than that. You can't tell. Next one, I will document Andrew wishes regarding the diagnosis and information sharing in his notes. Next is, I will acknowledge his wife's concerns and feelings, acting with care and compassion, listening with care and compassion, but will explain that I need to respect the patient's right to privacy and confidentiality in all aspects of care. So she understand why you're not telling her, okay? Because just to make her understand that it's your professional responsibility to protect your patient confidentiality. So last one is just like about the code. So I acknowledge the need to keep to and uphold the standards and values set out in the code, which are prioritizing people, practice effectively, preserve safety, and uh, promote professionalism and trust. Okay, so as a professional, you do need to promote the trust of your patient, and you need to make sure you don't break that confidentiality. Okay, so I hope you actually now understand this topic a bit better, and what to do if you come across that situation, and these are the answers for this topic for your dissertation of the confidentiality for professional values if it comes in your exam. So I hope you like the video, and if you do, please press the like button now and subscribe to my channel. You can also visit us. We provide both online and face-to-face training modules for adult NMC OSCE exam. So you can visit us at oscenustraining.com. That's our website. And if you want to email us on oscenustraining@outlook.com, and go and check out our reviews, what nurses been saying about our training on our Google advertisement page. And I will soon be back with another video for you. So bye for now, and don't forget to press the like and subscribe. Okay, bye for now.